Well, look who made it over to the second part of our double feature. Ooh, you look so cute. You know, it takes a special kind of person to deal with somebody like Wu. You ever see somebody dealing with a woman or a man and you're just like, why? Literally a walking disaster. We are a little vain, loud, judgmental, problematic, just all around insatiable. But it's amazing what some of us will deal with just because somebody is fine. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tyra here with another struggle review, here to discuss Wu. Now this movie is from 1998 and it stars Jada Pinkett Smith and Tommy Davidson. Now before we get into all things, what she got some big ass titties, a fat ass, I need you guys to drop down and subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm going to give you guys a moment to do that and then we're going to come back and discuss. You know, now that we're here on this lovely 14th, and it's all nice and dark outside. We got on our Sunday's best. Where's my gift? I mean, I know you didn't show up empty-handed. You are one of those people who creates that imaginary explosive ass fight out of thin air the week before, just so you don't have to purchase a gift for Valentine's Day. Trifling.
Go back.
Now that you guys have hopefully subscribed to see more of me, let's get into this movie. But before we jump into the video, I have to give a shout out to the person who paid for and requested this film. So if you happen to want to get a little freaky and role play with your man while he's betraying some pimp daddy and you cosplaying as a goddamn clucking chicken, it's not because of me, it's because of this person right here, Mr. Brian K. James, who also has a wonderful podcast, Real Reality Realness, that I will be featured on today. Please go and check him out and support him. He is available on damn near all platforms. Now, getting into this movie was directed by a white woman, Miss Daisy V.S. She directed movies such as Madeline, Party Girl, a lot of television work to this day, and then we get something like Wu. However, this movie was written by a black man, Mr. David C. Johnson, who wrote and directed the movie Drop Squad. He also wrote on films such as Riot and Animal. Now, it is no secret that this is not a good movie. We know it now, and they definitely knew it then. This movie did not even recoup its $13 million budget. Even though we have an all-star cast here, all in the prime of their careers, this movie just suffers from bad writing. But what this movie does have is really strong nostalgic value, and it is repeatedly funny every single time I go back and watch it. It's naughty if you like it, nasty but you want it. We open with that MC Light. We gon' have a party tonight. Hey, ow, only if the woo is right. You can only get into it if your woo is right. We are introduced to Jada Pinkett Smith here as Wu, wearing her signature pink color long before Elle was, with the shortest dress that you would ever want to see in your life. She is clocking every single dude within a 5-mile radius. The hips are swaying and the bob is smoother than the top of Boris Kojo's head. You feel me? Getting a man's attention has never been a problem. However, finding the one that meets her insane standards, that Celestial sees in her immediate future, who's a strong, adventurous, impulsive Virgo, it's in the stars Wu, might be a problem. Unlike Lamar, I can't wear a pager for him. Like, Jada, in this little Valley Girl accent that she has here in this movie, takes me out the entire time. I mean, why are we sitting at the funky table? We got the punk table. Did we not struggle enough in the fields to deserve a good table? Girl, shut up. Now, even though the role is extremely small here for Celestial, who is our psychic promising Woo a really good man is coming in her near future, I felt like the role at first was really progressive for its time. Not only is Celestial actually trans, but for the time, it was nice to see a trans person not be designated to a role of either being sacrificed, murdered, or just being some mangy prostitute on the street. Real life Celestial, who goes by Girl Lena, even though she does not like labels, she was from New York, she was a club kid, DJ, and low-key an advocate. We were making progress. Too bad in like the next scene over, we chip away at that slowly in the movie. But it was 1998. We have come so far. Now, unbeknownst to Woo, Timmy Jackson might just be the man that she is looking for. I have doted over Jada in enough videos, but this is the first one where I get to dote over Tommy Davidson. I always loved his journey as an actor, his life story of low-key being found in the garbage as a small child, being adopted, and just really persevering and growing into this ball of little skinny talent. Not only can he act, but he is a comedian, he is a singer, he is a dancer, just so multifaceted. I love him in movies like Strictly Business, Booty Call, of course in Living Color. He is really good with his physical comedy, all of these great voices and impressions, you know, Oscar proud and the whole nine. I really just felt like his potential was really endless, and he could have been in the same vein of a Jim Carrey if given the opportunity. But you know, stuff happens. But don't sleep on my man's talent. Don't even forget about him and Jada linking up later on for movies like Bamboozle, where he got to show, you know, a little bit of them dramatic chops. Like, kiss the pretty ladies and sign some autographs. The Barnell Hill Show, shaboing boing. Like, how do we remember that? We remember that because it was coming from Tommy. Now, unlike the rest of Timmy's social circle, Timmy is kind, he's sensitive, he respects women, but he is having trouble getting dates. He is a little lonely, a bit nerdy, reserved, and kind of awkward. If given the right opportunity with the right woman, he could really flourish and be his best self, his best honest self. Timmy Jackson can't run any goddamn game because he doesn't even have any, especially in comparison to our friends who constantly objectify and sexualize women based on their physical features and body attributes. And Tim is designated to be cosign, a weak emotional simp. Not Tim trying to be respectful and want more out of his relationships with women. I love what this movie has to say about men and females who run in packs, because like it or not, you associate the person you may be interested in with the friends that they associate with. You are expecting me to believe that you are a good man. Meanwhile, we have Frankie, Dwayne Martin here, who is just playing such an understated role and not really serving a huge purpose, taking unsolicited photos of women's asses. All the disrespectful ass catcalling in this movie is just so normalized. You have goddamn hot. Oh yes, girl, I like them thick. Look at that ass. Ride them. Giddy up. Like, sir, like, calm the hell down. I hate when you have people really ranking on a guy for wanting more, and you know, you ain't never gonna get no woman, you don't never get no pussy. Where your woman at? Where is your woman? Who are you sleeping next to tonight, huh? Nobody. Then you have Romaine. Fine, Timothy, you stay here while we venture off into the land of Punani. Like, damn, baby girl, let me kiss the right tit to make the left one jealous. Like, excuse me. It was no coincidence that neither Hop, Frankie, or Romaine had a woman in this movie. Now, we are not even gonna sleep on the fact that Woo was a low-key hater. She was such a hater, and I did not pay attention to it before. Woo is that type of female that wants to be the center of attention. But when I'm not, and if I'm not happy in my relationship, I don't want anybody else around me to be happy either. Woo's major conflict, or how she even winds up with Timmy, is because she is being so disrespectful and disregards her cousin's relationship with Lenny, portrayed here by Dave Chappelle and Paula Ja Parker. We also have the other plot line that is going on with her brother and Miss Foxy, who she can barely muster up the energy to be really happy for their engagement because she is so miserable in her own love life. Girl, if we have to work this hard, fix you up on a date just to get rid of you, just so we can role play and she can be my bottom and I can pet chicken feed off of my man's bird chest, that is my business. Lenny, wait a minute. What the hell is a chicken hoe? Come on, chicken. Let me see my hot wings. Let me see them thighs. Like, who thinks to write something down like this? I knew I was allergic to these feathers. What the hell is a chicken hoe? You know what, Lenny? If you want chicken, you're best to take your ass down to the Colonel. Pimp Daddy. Like, Paula needs a little bit more credit for her comedic timing. Now, I absolutely love the sequence of Timmy being lonely and being really excited at the prospect of going on a date with Woo. Regardless of, you know, what she might be. She could be this, she could look like this, she might be a whole freaking terror, or she might be fine. All I know is I have a date and somebody is coming over. No man cleans up a home faster than one who has the prospect of getting some ass. That shit goes from spick and spank. Damn, you really cleaned up. But just for good measure, and we need to, you know, get a little slow jam, we go across the hall to LL Cool J, licking Hershey chocolate kisses off a thigh since '98, himself, James. Hey lover, this is more than better to be across the hall than LL. You know, by the B-side, you should be good and naked. Word? Naked. Like, who else was getting into LL's field kit? Black love incense, condoms, edible body oils, a joint, and a slow jam deluxe mixtape. Keep it warm for me, sugar. Like, pop that thing, baby. Like, let's not, you know, slide past the point. Tim didn't even go over there for all of that. He went to get some music. But when Woo finds the bag, it turns into something totally different because Woo is forever looking for something wrong with Timothy. Now, Tim, who is super nervous and feels a bit inadequate, does lie about his job. He is studying for the bar, but he is not a lawyer. But that really doesn't matter because Woo is instantly snooping, knowing that something must be wrong with him. All men are the same. You are no different. We are going through his things, looking at his photos of Cosign, the ex-girlfriend. Who's this? You like him turkey, don't you? Like, girl, get out my shit. Get out of my stuff. Woo instantly pulls up with the games, testing him. You can't want me for anything more than my body because somebody's always after my body and telling me how beautiful I am. So even though I could be your sister, Tim, put my fire out. Like, girl, you ain't said nothing but a word. Like, if you offering it, I'm gonna blow it. Like, put my fire out. Gotcha. Like, man, what's this, you little freak kid? Like, she was doing the absolute most. I would have totally put Woo outside. T-shirt in my panties on, you can't deny it. T-shirt in my panties on, waiting for you. Wasted soundtrack, most wasted soundtrack ever. Not only do we have great songs like T-shirt in My Panties by Miss Adina Howard and Jamie Foxx that do get a little spotlight, but going back and looking at the soundtrack for this movie, I was like, what? I don't even remember a lot of these songs being here because there was no spotlight placed on them. Not only do we have T-shirt in My Panties, we have DMX's Niggas Done Started Something. Don't come at me with no bullshit, use caution, cause when I wet shit, I dead shit like abortions, but make a y'all didn't use that. I didn't hear that anywhere. And then we have Mint Conditions, If You Love Me. I did not remember that song being anywhere in this film, and that is my jam. Nobody does it better. We have whole Nobody Does It Better here on the soundtrack, and we saved it for the ending credits. Stop playing, wasting your soundtrack. Tim didn't pay for a hoe to come up here and do some wild shit. Like, what's wrong with your clothes, Timothy? Well, who you got in there? Ugly Rita? Like, I love how they just designated him to whack-ass Timothy. Meanwhile, you guys don't get any play either. Not to mention that Wu is freaking insane. Who causes that big of a scene and breaks a mirror on a first freaking date? She either got to be a hoe or be crazy to be up in here with you. Tim, you know that's too much woman for you. She a hoe, ain't she? She a hoe. She do parties. Like, the fact that Wu took that, of course, it is disrespect, but it's just like, if you think I'm crazy, I'm gonna show you guys crazy this entire time, breaking Tim's mirror. You know, you wear red velvet. Like, she was insane. Tim is, you know, that classic case of, we should really like low-key get away from this person. From that moment on, the night just gets worse and worse and worse for Tim. Wu is selfish, a little tone deaf. That's my girlfriend, took it, like, girl. Act like you've been somewhere. But he is dealing with it just because she is fine. Now, of course, the movie is disguising this as she is eventually gonna bring out something in Timmy who is a bit uptight. You know, he's stiff, you need to loosen up, have some fun. But the way we went about it and the crazy that Wu was allowed to have was way too much. Being self-absorbed, obnoxious. Meanwhile, Timmy is slapped, thrown out of restaurants, clubs. His property is destroyed, from his glasses to his car being stolen. Not to mention that she dances with and flirts with and engages with almost every man that she sees. Now, of course, this is supposed to be a theme of opposites attracting. Timmy is not only supposed to be learning from her, but she is supposed to be learning from him. Being a little bit more thoughtful, being more considerate, displaying something as minor as manners when it comes to other people, but it's not executed in the best way possible here. Because in so many instances in the movie, we get to display that Tim is chivalrous, he is a gentleman, he is considerate, he genuinely likes Wu in the energy that she brings, but it is depicted as to he is the only one who needs to do a bit of changing and adapt to her, whereas she just really doesn't have to do anything. Meanwhile, Timmy could have went home with bartender, like, hey baby, what's your name? I'll have 2 champagnes in whatever he's having. Bartender, like, baby, if you got a bottle of Remy and a blanket, we can have us a good time. Tim could have left right there. They'll sell a pack ahead of anybody. What, she got big titties, a fat ass? Like, he could have left Wu at any given point in the night, but he decided to stick by her. Though she keeps leaving his side and being the socialite of the party, even when it comes to his friends, you guys are not going to disrespect her, talk about her any kind of way. She's not crazy. She's not, her name is Wu. She's, you know, this, that, and the third. Even down to the point of your ex-boyfriend Lamar rolling up on me, punching me the hell out. He fought Lamar over you. I mean, he really didn't fight. It was more like he got punched out. Like, damn it, Lamar, you didn't have to hit him. Yes, I did. No, you didn't. Now, Nikki Gilbert shows up here making a cameo saying, you did me wrong and told me lies. She didn't say that. She didn't say I heard it through the grapevine. She said, itty bitty Negro comedian here doesn't know what to say about his mouth. You mother, I almost got my GED. Like, girl, just start this and I hang up. I'm gonna answer like, just absolutely ghetto. Why do we need a character named Crayola? She did good though. But we have the movie completely go off of the rails. Timmy is absolutely frustrated at the fact that not only has the night been ruined, my car has been stolen, but you are standing here and blaming me for everything that has occurred because I'm too uptight, I'm too stuck up, and I have ruined your night? Oh, I'm out of here. But we have Billy D. Williams roll up and say, you want my arm to fall off? Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? Success is nothing if you don't have someone to share it with. He shows up and tells Timmy, you're missing out. Go after that woman. She's a keeper. Where? Cause I don't see it. I fell in love with you the first time I looked into then their eyes. I would have left Woo on the curb. I even love the little moment of Tim just being absolutely frustrated with her, but he is taking the time to pay for her a cab to make sure she gets home safely despite the night being ruined, like a whole true gentleman just going unrecognized. Now, of course, we have the whole additional side plot where the whole, trans empowerment of the film and giving Celestial a role in itself just gets ran over by a freaking bus. We have Woo go to a club to get, some confirmation for what we already know. He is a good guy. You just did not give him a chance. You are the problem in this situation. Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say, way, oh, way, oh. Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say, way, oh, way, oh. Girl, your booty is so fine. Hot! Romaine and Frankie just happen to be trying to get into this club as well. But Romaine and Frankie notice something about all the women in the club that Hop just seems to not see for himself. Hop, they were all men. Don't call me no more. Now, though it is absolutely hilarious, I am so glad that we have gotten away from the tropes of portraying the trans community as taboo. It's almost seen as secrecy, especially early in those, 90s, mid 2000s. There was that whole thing of trans people being deceptive and you're deceiving me. You didn't tell me that you were a man. Meanwhile, y'all just trotted y'all three asses up in this whole trans gay club. And then there's that other whole trope of, the trans and the gay community being extra desperate. Cause Lord, it's three straight men in the club, especially somebody as eager as Hop. I'm a man up in here, like we're all gonna instantly cling to Hop because it's a man and we might not get another one of those. It's a straight man at that and he's interested in oh Lord, I'm so glad we We have a lot further to go, but this movie just really takes a moment to kind of show just how far we have come. You pouting? Stop that pouting. Daddy, call me daddy. Daddy, you better stop pouting. Oh, Lord. You need to rent the Crying Game. Though it is, not the best depiction, it is probably one of the most memorable and funny scenes from the movie when Hop realizes that you have been engaging with men this entire time that you thought were women, and he freaking loses his mind. Hop, these are my girlfriends. Get the hell out of here. Leave me the fuck alone, bitch. Get the hell out of here. Now, of course, we end the movie with Woo having a whole come to Jesus about Timothy. What's wrong with your clothes, Timothy? You need to start appreciating a brother like me. Now, of course, I feel like Tim sacrificed. At this point, Tim has been robbed yet again. I've been splashed with water. I have had the worst night of my life. But, you have her come, how much is that cab? Girl, you came and pick me up looking for me riding around and you can't even pay for your own damn cow. I don't need your little bit of chump change, Timmy. Yes, you do. Yes, you did. We could have had Woo come a little bit further with her character after everything that Timmy had went through the entirety of the movie. And it still doesn't stop there once they have their union together. You have Timmy just be sick and tired. We end up at your brother's engagement party to meet me by the VIP. Let's powwow. Whisper in my ear like, boo, let's bounce now. I'm about to say peace to my mans for you. When it's all said and done, I got plans for you. Miss Foxy, they were not here for it. You came over here to hate again, Woo? No, I came to say congratulations and hug my brother with a foot pop and a thigh hug. I was like, why your thigh all about your? I was with Timmy. I was confused with him. But everything is okay. Not before Tim does something adventurous and impulsive all on his own for the first time in his life, going back to get the car that he co-signed for. All I have to do is call him up and whip something on him and I can have me a new car by tonight. Come back here, Timmy. You know you still want this. I'm Miss Latifah Jefferson and I'm here to repossess this vehicle. Bye, girlfriend. Jada, shut up. But we we end off with them slow dancing in the street. Of course, we couldn't end off with yet not another disaster of an 18-wheeler coming to smash the car and wreck it the moment that Tim got it. But we were being impulsive with some woo in us, and we were dancing in the middle of the street because Tim has changed. He is no longer the person we met at the beginning of this film. He is the newfound Tim that's full of adventure and wants to just embark on this with his relationship to Woo. Meanwhile, Woo just gets to still be Woo. Well, you guys, that was my review for Woo. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you are having an amazing Valentine's Day. Please drop down and leave a comment. What is your favorite scene from the movie? What do you remember the most? Do you absolutely hate this movie and you can't be paid to go back and watch it? Or like myself, do you pop it in every now and again just to get a good laugh? I look forward to reading you guys' comments. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You already know what's going on with my channel. Hook us up, help us out. I see you guys next time for my next review. Bye.